Hi everyone! Welcome back for another daily from Clues by Sam. Let's get started. There are two innocents in between Alice and Donald. Mark Barney and Chuck as innocent. Hilda and Tina have one innocent neighbor in common. So either Max or Nicole is innocent. And we know from Barney's clue that there's an odd number of criminals to the right of Julie. Since there's already an odd number of them, we can mark K as innocent. Row 4 is the only row with 3 innocents. Mark Julie as a criminal. There are more innocents in row 1 than row 3. Row 3 has 2 innocents, and row 1 cannot have 3 innocents due to K's clue. Therefore, everyone in row 1 must be innocent. Wanda has 3 criminal neighbors. Since row 4 is supposed to have 3 innocents, Oscar and Phil cannot be both criminals. They cannot be both innocents either, because then Wanda would not be able to have 3 criminal neighbors. Therefore, either Oscar or Phil is innocent, and we can mark Vera and Chavi as criminals, and Tina as innocent. Gary has 5 innocent neighbors, so one of these 3 must be innocent. Now, if you look at Vera's clue, K has 4 innocent neighbors. 1 is revealed, and 2 of them are here. Mark Gary as innocent. There are 7 innocents on the edges. Since there are currently 6 of them, we can only have 1 more innocent on the edges. With that in mind, take a look at Wanda's clue. There's an equal number of criminals in columns C and D. If either Erwin or Oscar was innocent, then everyone else on the edges would be a criminal. Since columns C and D must have the same number of criminals, Hilda and Max would be criminals as well. But now there are 2 criminals to the right of Julie, and that violates Barney's clue. Therefore, the 7th innocent on the edges must be in column D. Mark Erwin and Oscar as criminals, and Phil as innocent. There's an odd number of innocents neighboring Nicole. Mark Ike as a criminal. Here's our final clue. There's an odd number of innocents neighboring Tina. Mark Max and Zara as innocent, and Hilda and Nicole as criminals. And that finishes today's puzzle, solved in 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next video.